Scott's here first.
Hey, everybody.
Yeah, Scott beat everybody.
Hey, everybody.
He showed up on time for racing, but he showed up on time for this.
Well, to be fair, we didn't know if it was going to happen or not. Oh.
Right?
It's like the weather. What's with this weather?
Yeah, every time we want to race or do something, the weather goes for crap.
Yeah.
I really appreciate that. I totally appreciate that.
But it did turn out to be all right. We got some running in.
And I had to go to my kid's graduation. That was poorly planned on my part. Well, I guess, I don't know. We're going to reschedule for Monday, and I didn't find out until Monday morning that Tanya's like, we have a grad we're supposed to be at. You know, I was only going from grade 6 into grade 7, right? So, but they did like this big formal kind of thing. I kind of dressed up, meaning I didn't wear a t-shirt.
Dad, you're embarrassing me. God.
Oh, no. What embarrassed him was you're supposed to put up photos of them when they're little kids, babies, right? Like baby photos. Yeah. Well, do you know what that Penta cream is, or Pentax, whatever it is? It's basically diaper rash cream. Yeah. So he had a picture. Once upon a time, Maddox thought it was funny. He was going to act like Dad, and he was going to shave. And he got his hands on a little tin of that, and he proceeded to put it all over his face. And then he was busy shaving with his fake shaver, which is basically a shaver that had no blades. And we put that picture up on the slideshow during the ceremony.
And he loved it.
Oh, he thought it was funny until we told him, you'd realize that's butt cream you put on your face there, right? And he's like, it busted him. He just couldn't handle it. He was just freaking out about it. Didn't think it was so funny anymore.
You ruined my life, Dad.
I hate you. Yeah. So who we got? We got Scott. Right, he totally loved that. He was not a happy guy, and then he proceeded to hide. And he told his friend that he would dress up, look nice. So he put on his normal tie, or he put on his normal shirt and all this stuff, and he had a little black bow tie, and he put that on. And that was him dressing up. So he had a hoodie and a bow tie.
Oh, classic. That's it. Like classic kids nowadays wearing a hoodie. It's like 110 degrees out. They don't care. We're in a hoodie.
Yeah, hood up. Doesn't matter how hot it is. Hood up.
Ridiculous.
Yeah, ridiculous. So as you can see up there, I still haven't put anything back up yet since Lemmy Days. I have not been in this room in a week. Well, since the last live stream. It was the last time I was in this room to do anything. I haven't moved anything on the desk. I haven't touched the computer. I haven't done anything because I've been busy.
Me too.
Super, super, super busy. You've been doing, well, your road got taken over.
Yeah, my road got taken over. My life got taken over.
Show me.
Oh, so this is still sitting here. You drift a car. I don't have the motor. I got the motor soldered. Got the servo mounted in the little whole ski. That's him going there.
Okay.
But that's about as far as I got. Yeah.
Yeah. And then you couldn't leave your house anymore.
Well, I could, but sometimes it's tricky.
Tricky.
Yesterday I had to park at my neighbor's house because they had a big pile of dirt in front of my driveway, and the other half of the road was a 5.5 foot ditch.
That's awesome.
My neighbor across the street from me has a big, huge trench in front of the driveway.
Mm-hmm.
And there's an excavator with a bucket down on this side, excavator with a bucket down on the other side. Parked for the night. She cannot get in or out of her driveway.
That sounds like something that should be dealt with an X-Max.
I think, oh geez, you could have some fun out here.
In the hole, back out of the hole?
Oh yeah.
That'd be
There's
wicked.
big piles of stuff, big dirt piles. But the funny part is that maybe a little bit of karma got her. My neighbor parked in front of her driveway, and like the bumper sitting out maybe that far.
Yeah.
Maybe that far. So she made a big post on Facebook. This car's blocking my driveway. My wife showed me the post because it's on the Armstrong
Rant and rave.
called Rant and Rave.
Yeah.
And then she proceeded to call bylaw on said car.
Oh, it sounds like my neighbor.
So
That sounds
luckily
like my
my wife
neighbor
saw
who-
it and called the neighbor and said, "Hey, you should move your car because I think bylaw's coming for you." So moved the car, and bylaw comes chugging by.
My neighbor had a house party, and you know what my driveway's like, right? And we had vehicles parked up my driveway, nosed up to my pickup truck. So I couldn't, if I wanted to pull out of my driveway, if I wanted to go anywhere, I couldn't.
Oh yeah, you could. You got the pickup truck.
Yeah, I
You
couldn't.
got 4 low.
Yeah, but it was probably going to scratch the bumper because it was a pickup that I'd be pushing. But still, yeah, exactly. You're right. I could have, if I really, really wanted to, I could have. But it's just the whole principle of the idea, right?
Yeah,
So,
I think you should have me come over with some paintball guns. We could did a paint job.
well, the thing is, the Jeep is parked at the bottom of the driveway, like down on the bottom. I could have just hooked the winch onto the back of said truck and drug the sucker out into the ditch if I wanted to, and that wouldn't have hurt anything at all.
That'd been fun.
It would have been fun.
Yeah.
So I got to find my pictures here so I can show you what I have been doing. Oh no, wrong one. Not that picture. Not that.
So Scott had to bail on us.
Boo! Yeah, ha 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 ha. You see what he did there, Scott? Ha ha ha.
It's good. I think there may have been an issue at that spot we're racing at.
As in?
As in wherever they put that loop in for go-karting.
Mm-hmm.
There's that post and there's a little box on it. That's where they had all the things.
Keep losing signal as soon as you go past it?
Yeah. So I went all the way down, turned the car around, went all the way back down, past and further down, around, no problem. Come back, go back to the starting line, go across, dead.
That's what I thought. I figured there was something wrong with that loop.
Yeah. The go-karting, I don't think we can race that spot.
Well, you got a better spot?
Well, I think that school is out.
Well, maybe, but I drove by there a week ago, and you're still not getting in there.
I think we are this week coming up because soccer is done after this weekend.
Is it?
Yeah.
So it might be back to Coldstream?
Yeah, Coldstream's going to be where it's at.
Okay, well, let's get to what I need to show you guys, because I know there's been questions asked. What's going on? So I'm going to show you. Should be there tomorrow night. We should be there tomorrow night. You're right, because really, we shouldn't be doing rock bouncing. We should be doing on road, but nobody has anything on road ready. But I got to touch base with Wayne. Well, you're the only one. I got to touch base with Wayne because he was supposed to come over today and check out the track and do some test passes on the track and stuff.
Drift track.
And on the drift track. And he's not feeling so hot, so he didn't show up. So if he's not feeling hot tomorrow, we probably won't be able to do any bouncing at his place. He did ask me how many more. Hey?
He can just be inside and watch from the window.
Well, I know. I mean, he actually has in his shop, he's got that little window that overlooks right where we bounce.
Yeah.
And he could sit there. He could wrap himself up in a little cozy blankie from the window and have a really good view. Actually, probably a better view than anybody else. So let's start with image number 1, and I will explain these as we go through so you guys can understand what in the hell am I showing you. So share screen. Let's share this window.
Make it bigger. What are we doing?
Sharing that window. There. Now I make this window bigger.
What we had before.
Okay, so this is the original layout that we'd been working on. Now you came and you helped me set this one up a little bit.
I did. I did
Okay.
something.
You did. So as you can see, we have our course set up here now. This was Wayne came in and helped out with this one. So we found this piece of wood here. Well, it's like really thin. It's like the hardboard stuff. We found this and we got it. We were just kind of drifting over it and goofing around. I got some video of that, but it won't show up real good on this. So that's the first shot. And then we did the second. This is a little quick video. Oh, no, wrong direction. Let's go back this way. That's the same video. Oh, yeah, my camera keeps on taking. That's right. It does the live and then the other thing. So these were different shots of what we started out with. And then I had to clean the floor.
So is that all stripped, like stripper you put on there or something?
So I went
Sanded?
for the
What's going on there?
big sander, rotisserie sander. That was a fun one to start with because at first they gave it to me with these pads, and these pads were not the right thing. And the pad gripped onto the floor. And I turned on the sander, and the fucking thing tried to throw me around the room. And Ryan was standing there, and I thought he was going to piss himself. He was laughing so hard.
So that video.
Actually, there you can see in the background. That's the sander right there that we used. So then I got a different. I went back. I said, "This isn't working. This damn thing's going to kill me." So we got this other piece, and so we proceeded to strip all the paint and everything off of the floor down to the concrete. And then this was, we mopped it up real quick and cleaned it all off. And I think this was Friday, if I remember right. And then there was dust.
Holy schnitzel.
So much dust on everything. Like that was the face mask I was wearing. So yeah, no more COVID worries, right? But we still had some masks left over. So me and Ryan are like, well, it's pretty damn dusty in here. So we put these on. And that's what our faces looked like when we were done.
Jesus.
My shiny head had a crusty gray layer on top of it. It was kind of gross.
Hopefully the wet's on that sucker. Keep the dust down, eh?
Well, you can't really do anything like that or else it wouldn't work right.
Hmm.
So then I came home and I did some research on some tracks, drifting tracks. And these are, I don't see a stripper. Haha, he's funny. So this is some of the very popular drift tracks in Japan and Asia. And I'm not sure where they all are, but they all have a common theme. Okay, so this is, you come around the backside here, and then you come around big sweeper, tight hairpin, and then through here. Okay, chicane kind of idea. And the same thing. This is basically the same thing, just flipped over and a little longer. This one here is basically the same thing again, but it's shorter and wider. This one here, almost the same thing again, except it's got a little bit wider turns through here. The hairpin's not as sharp, and it's got a real sharp kick to the start of this one. This one's kind of meh. This one is the same thing again. Like all of them, they all have a very similar theme.
Yeah.
And this one here has a little bit of a switchback kick kind of idea here and go around, but it's still the same.
You did like two big sweep. That one.
Yeah, but you see, you got this big long sweep.
Yeah.
And then it bends in here, right? So I took all these maps of all these courses that I'd found, and I decided to start making my own layout. So I did my own layout. So this is what the floor ended up looking like after we laid the epoxy, the new flooring. So it's got a little bit of there was this texture stuff in there you're supposed to add so that it's not crazy slippery when it's a little wet. So you walk in with wet shoes, you don't slip and land on your ass.
So he doesn't die.
So, for drifting course, I would have left that out. Well, I considered leaving it out for the drifting course. And then I went, no, actually, I'm going to put that in and put this additive stuff in there because I don't want a lawsuit. So we did that and I put it in. And this is what the floor ended up looking like after we were done. And you can see that little bit of texture in
like
there.
a road.
Right?
Yeah.
So it turned out really good on this end. On the other end, so you can kind of see, you can see a little bit here where like we didn't fill in, I didn't bother filling in cracks or anything. This was just literally getting coating down on the entire floor so that we had consistent traction all the way through. Okay. So we did that. And then you can see on this end here, you can see kind of down here in the spot how where the paint that I peeled up, I didn't keep going down and down and down and down. I just was getting it down so it was roughed up so the stuff would stick. It stuck. So I'm not too concerned, but it didn't go on quite as thick as I thought it was going to. So this is the front entrance. And you can see it's a little thin here, but it's still got the epoxy coating. It just didn't go on as thick, which is fine because we put mats down there anyways. So then we started laying out track pieces. Then I started figuring out my layout, what we want to make this course look like. So we took the old layout that we'd already made on the old flooring, and I kind of messed around with it a bit more. And this is what we got. This was today. So this is pretty much the final, pretty close to the final layout. So what we got going here is you come in through this sweeper here. You can come through this line and around here. And then you can come through here. And then you can go around this big sweeper again, all the way around the outside and around the outside under the parkade part and keep doing a loop, okay? Or you can flip it. So we can come in this way. You come in this loop here and come around here and around, and then come around this loop and around this big long sweeper out here. Or like that very bottom corner one that I showed you that had kind of a weird little kick thing in the bottom of it.
Yeah, that was cool.
You can come around this one here, same thing. Come in on this inside of this loop here and around here and then through here and then through. So you can go that way, right?
Yeah.
Or if there's a bunch of people on the track all at the same time, you can come around this loop here and you can just do like do passes through here over and over and over again. And then these two dots here, this is where you can sit there. You can practice figure eights in this. This you can do. This is like it's like an odd shaped oval. Well, it's the one we cut. You remember that one?
Oh yeah.
So this one you can do donuts around it and tracks around it, but you got to make sure that you're changing your throttle all the time because it's not the same curve. It's a varying curve all the way around. Then this one's just a big dot that you can just sit there and bust donuts around nonstop. So and this is going to be the start of the parkade part. So remember I told you we were going to do the parkade on the bottom. So at this level up here at the top is going to be the upper level of the parkade. This is the lower level of the parkade. And I have this metal rack thing that I'm going to turn this into like a car showroom. And I'm going to park some cars inside there. It's going to be like a car dealership with drift cars in it.
And then you can put like breakable glass in there and you drive up.
Yeah, no. Okay. But maybe. I mean, you can do that.
Some sugar glass you can make.
But it's plexiglass, so it's probably not going to work real good.
You need to put some sugar glass in there, like from Hollywood. Yeah.
So these are the different angles of it. And this is the flooring that we've got in here now. So I just took a whole whack of pictures so that you can kind of get a feel for how we're setting this all up. And this is permanently set up on the floor. So now we've expanded it back to here.
Jesus.
So like I said, you can come in through here and through this and around the outside and do a big sweeper, come back and around over here, right? Or you can do the opposite direction. You come in through here and around and back again.
Go round, 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 round.
Just like they do for all the drift competitions. Same kind of layout.
So I have a question for Scott.
Yeah.
Do you have a proper drifter?
We should. I mean, he lives up in Shuswap. He is a member of Shuswap Scalers. I feel like part of being Shuswap Scalers, I think one of the requirements was that you had to have a drifter. Just saying. I could be wrong, but that's just the way I feel.
Because if not, I know somebody is selling one.
Do you?
Just up the street from my house.
Oh, really? A good
Yeah.
one? A real one?
No, a little RC one, but a real one.
Like a real drift spec one or something
Yeah.
converted to
Yeah,
drift?
Jordan's selling his.
Is he really?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. It's on Facebook for a while.
Scott, buy that car because I know it already. It's a good car.
Yeah, I actually got me to build a diff for him.
You should damn near buy that car.
I should almost buy the car.
So this is the layout. This is tonight. So what I've taken is our old curved pieces that we had made.
Yeah.
They are the right size to fit on top of the green carpet that is
Look
stuck.
at that.
So what I'm going to do is we're going to make the fence art or the fake fencing on top of this, and then we can take it off. The carpet will stay down, but the raised parts will go if we need them to.
It's rear-wheel drive. Yes.
Yes, it is. It is absolutely rear-wheel drive. It's a good car. Whoops, wrong button.
Yeah.
And now I hit the wrong
buying
button.
it myself.
Do it. So this is our new barrier system. If you guys are wondering what this is, this orange here.
Yeah.
This is rope, orange rope that I've strung across here. So when you come into the store, you walk in and now there's an orange rope to the side. So you walk in alongside the counters here. This is to keep the drifting area clear. And I don't want people walking over there and tripping over setup drift course or anything like that, right?
Yeah.
So that is today. That was before I left the store to come home and do a live stream. And this rope here can be moved.
Of course.
Right? It's only hooked on this end and this end, or on this end and this end. So we can take it out during drift nights. But there's plenty of room to sit over here or all down this front side.
Yeah, I like that. More
for
room.
Sitting. So you can sit there and drift or stand there and drift, whatever you got to do. There's lots of room.
Yeah, we're lacking a little bit of space last time we had it all set up.
Yeah, and this one, like we're able to. I'm able to hit full throttle all through here. And I mean, honestly, if you're hitting full throttle with your car, you are probably spinning out because it is that sketchy. So I got a little bit of video but I don't know what it's going to look like here because I have not looked at the video myself yet. I literally uploaded it from the camera to here.
It's the smallest times when you think that you're like drift king, like you're like, I'm going through the parquet, going all the way up the layers, and then what you really look like is the second car going up in Tokyo Drift, bashing off everything, get to the top and your car's toasted.
No, not well.
Well, what? Oh, what?
I mean, I'm not perfect, that's for sure. I'm definitely missing a few spots. But let me get well, I got some video footage here of when we were messing around with Wayne. I'm just going to let the camera load here first. So this is unedited footage off of this is when we put in the ramp at the store. Okay. Yeah, the back straightaway drag strip for the 24 scale drags. Absolutely. I already thought that. And we're probably going to paint the lines that way too. Oh, because I got lines to put down. I'm putting those down tomorrow. So there is drifting on Sunday. So Sunday we will be drifting. I don't really care what time you guys want to show up. Anytime in the afternoon is fine because I'm going to be open anyways. Normally we'd start at 4 and the store would be closed to drifting. But since the course is set up now and it's already there, All day is fine. I don't really care.
All
Let's
day
see
long.
here. Let's see if this plays. So this is me and Wayne.
I don't see it.
I know. I'm just rewinding it here and pausing it and then making it bigger.
Sounds like
So
a
this
death metal song.
This is that bubble view though, because this is from that camera that just takes the shot. And I have to put it into a different program to make it not look like this when I shoot video.
Oh, it's like a roundy.
But
Fish eye.
it's roundy for some reason.
Oh, it's a fish eye.
Yeah. So I figure out why in a second here. Which one? No. Let's see if it shares this to you. See, that's weird. I might be able to find it here without that. But whatever, it looks cool. Let's do this anyways. When we were messing around trying the
There you go.
new, that's the new ramp. And Wayne is over there stuck on the ramp right now. I'm trying to push him off with my car. It's not working. So it sounds like his truck sounded like a jigsaw going. It's a lot louder on the camera than it was. So these were camera shots I just took with this camera. Let's see if I go here.
Oh.
This is a wheel shot. There's the ramp. Oh, I missed it. So this was when we were still goofing around trying to figure out a layout. There we go, up and over. There we go.
Made it.
And this is on the old flooring, so you can notice it's very inconsistent on its grip. Some spots weren't so bad, and other spots were super slick. There's Wayne's truck. Every time I got close to Wayne's truck, he'd get nervous and he'd screw up.
Or you'd hit him.
Or I'd hit him. Well, he would stop, right?
I would stop too. That's when you drive, you're a maniac.
Right? So it's kind of... This is all unedited, so you guys can't complain. I'm going to Penticton this weekend and coming back on Sunday. So, Scott, you have no excuses. There we go, up and over. Oh, I wiped out. So I don't have any footage like this of the new track layout, but this was just pretty cool goofing around on top of that ramp.
Just a ripping.
There's Wayne. Let's see. Okay, so let's check out the new track. Let's go here. Up here. Okay, the new track layout is... I gotta figure out which ones are the newest ones here. These ones. This might be right, might not. Okay, this is tonight. This is today.
Where'd he go?
Well, what I did discover is if I'm standing at that end of the store, you see where all this light is down here on the floor?
Oh, yeah.
It's like a mirror reflecting at your face. And so I couldn't see the car. So you got to be standing over on the edge. You got to be standing over here somewhere in the evening at this time. So there's the figure 8 part.
Oh, look at you go.
Now this is.
Are you sure? Is that sure that's you driving?
Yeah, no, the guy's driving is over behind the camera. I'm just standing there moving the radio.
Nice.
But the floor is extremely consistent now.
Oh,
Yeah, that was me driving.
Tokyo Drifts it, part 1.
So you can get down there and you can carry some pretty nice drifts right through. Let's go to the next one here. Let's go to the next one here. I think this one was down at ground level. This one's at ground level. Or closer to ground level. So I think it's open enough that you can drift 2 cars in there without a problem. Try to maintain 2 car lengths wide on all of the track, so 3 feet.
That should be good.
So I like the way this is set up now. We can have multiple cars on the track, and it's not going to be hard to.
Well, that too. You're talking about putting little gates up in between the spots so you can have it set for one way.
Yeah.
So no one's effing around. Everybody knows their right direction.
Yeah. So I haven't put any lines down yet either, but exactly, we're going to have barricades set up where we can put a piece in the way so that you can't go that way. You're forced to do the actual loop the proper direction.
Yeah. They got options though. You can change it all up each time
Yeah,
you
we
go
can
there.
go. We can go any direction you want. We can reverse the direction that you're going around the course. We can do all that, right?
Heck yeah. Bust it out. I had to pull my car retirement here. I got to put it all back together.
Well, I haven't tried a rear wheel drive on there yet, so I'm curious to see.
You mean the all-wheel drive?
All wheel drive, yeah.
Yeah. I thought it was gonna be outlawed forever because other groups weren't letting all-wheel drive come out and play.
I think that this is wide enough now. I think you can do all wheel drive in there without a problem.
I thought it was outlawed forever.
See, this is going in through where the parkade part's going to be. So over here through this part, I'll show you here. This part here, that'll all be covered. And the parkade will come out pretty much to the same depth as this piece is here. So you're going to end up being able to drift, and I'm going to have lighting and stuff in there, like LED lights, so it's going to look like parkade.
Be like a rave in there, all lit up.
I mean, like, what is today? Wednesday? Monday, the floor cured. Yesterday, I started putting the course down. Today, I stuck it down in its kind of permanent location for most of it right now. There's a few more pieces I got to actually put the tape on and stick down. But all of the stuff that I'm going around now in this video is attached to the ground, except for the wood pieces that are sitting on top, which I think we're just going to attach the wood pieces with Velcro for now because it actually sticks to that carpet.
Oh, that's nice. Quick and easy, right? Quick and easy setup.
So it's going to be pretty cool. And we're going to have some pretty cool opportunities to make some pretty badass videos. So that island that I'm doing donuts around, this is the one I was talking about here in the middle.
Yeah.
This is going to be the beginning of the on-ramp, or I guess the parkade entrance is going to be right here.
Yeah.
And then it's going to come up here in an S curve up to here and then up to the level, right? So if you hit it from here, if you come in from this direction, you'll be able to get some speed to come up the ramp because you're doing a 16-inch rise in this distance, which is why we're going to do an S and go up. So I think it's going to be pretty fun.
Should be good.
I mean, I literally, like, I sit there and you start drifting, you can go into a trance of just driving. So I got some other angles here. Let's check the next one. No, this will be the far end. And then you can get some speed up through there without crashing like I just did. But you can carry some pretty good drifts for a pretty long time.
It's key.
What's the next one here? Yeah, there we go. That's wide open. Like you can hold it pinned on that backside. So I think this Sunday I'm going to set up more cameras. I'm going to take all those little cameras. I'm going to just kind of set them up all over the track in different spots so we can kind of mash together a cool little video from Drift Night.
Nice.
And then when I have some other people there, we can figure out marking the clipping points and stuff. What's the next one here? Let's check out this one. I got one that's from under. There we go. This one's from underneath. So this would be under the parkade part, right?
Yeah. That's from the window sill.
Yeah. Whipping past the car dealership. I had a bunch of other videos I did. I had a couple of videos that only recorded for like a minute. There's there's like 3 different spots that cars could drift and not even touch each other on the tracks, right?
Yeah, that's good. The key, some would say.
This one here. Oh, this is another one. I don't know why the last few videos only did like 30-second long videos for some reason. Which is fine. They make good YouTube shorts and TikToks. think that's the last one. So yeah, that is that. So with the drag racing, who is running the? Who's doing brackets? Wayne's doing bracket, right?
Yeah, Wayne's got the bracket car.
Yeah.
I got my bracket car. The buggy that does everything.
What's the bracket speed?
I think currently might be looking at like a 3.4.
A 3.4?
Yeah.
Oh, I can compete with that. Nice.
Yeah.
That's a bracket speed? 3.4?
I think so. It's going to be. We're gonna double check when Tim gets his slash out again.
Yeah.
Because we want to have it so it's like out of the box kind of speed. Whatever that thing can do out of the box, that's probably what we're going to go with.
See all this goodness? You know what this goodness is?
I can't see. It looks like a shaft of some sort.
This is the replacement goodness for you breaking parts on my Max, the big meanie.
I think you set me up. You're like, oh, here, try this out. It's about to break.
I don't know.
Everything wrapped up, gummed up with grass.
I don't know.
Another shaft. Here you go. I get it. The one wheel's flopping all around, loose lug nuts.
Yeah.
God, set me up for failure.
It is what it is, man.
And then you can tell the wife, "Oh, air broke my car."
Well, yeah, I'm not going to take blame for that. What, you think I'm crazy?
Oh, I got to fix it, and he's not buying the parts, and I got these upgraded parts, and I got to put these upgraded parts in there.
Always fix with upgraded parts. That is the rule of RC. If it broke once, then you probably needed to be replaced.
Set me up.
Yeah.
Saw me coming. He's had like sucker across my forehead.
Mm-hmm. Sucker.
Yeah.
Sucker. So it's funny. I'm noticing like Arma released this 4S lineup of cars. So basically the Outcast and the Creighton in a 4S version, which to me doesn't really make a whole lot of sense other than they're trying to have something of their own to go against the Max with. But the chassis that they picked to go against the Max and the what would it be? The associated MT10. That's not even really comparable because it's only 3S. The Corrales Sketter, which is a pretty tough little truck, that's 4S capable, but it's not as fast as a Max. So,
well, the biggest problem I see with that is that chassis and that transmission setup. You know, you're not bolting the motor into something that's really stable per se.
It's the module setup still.
Yeah, module. So it sits in there, slides in there.
Yeah.
It's plastic, kind of locks in place, kind of. So I'm thinking. So I think if you put like an actual proper size motor in there, I'm not sure what size motor it is. If you put something bigger than a 550 in there, which most of the 4S systems are, you're gonna have problems.
Well, the transmission module and everything in there is all contained. Yeah. So the only thing that comes out of that module when it comes out, like the transmission gears, the spur gear, the pinion, all that, that's all contained in that module, and it's all metal plates and stuff that hold it in place. But the that's going to slide in. It slides into two grooves on the chassis.
Yeah,
and then the only output is your drive shaft and your output to the rear diff.
Yeah, right? So I see a problem going to be with that, with it twisting a bit, coming out of alignment.
Maybe, but the 3S one doesn't seem to have that big of a problem.
Because 3S.
Yeah, but I don't know that they're going to get that much more jam out of the 4S.
Bigger motor.
I don't think it's going to be that much bigger, really.
More torques.
Because one of the things I noticed with Horizon and those companies is they like to make their models, when they base it a scale, that's what dictates the motor combo that's going into it, right? So if they're going to make these, they're not classifying them as 1/8 scale. They're still classifying them as 1/10 scale,
Yeah.
whatever you want to call it.
But then if you're building the car to compete against something that has the bigger motor, then it won't compete, right?
I don't know if they are. Like Arma doesn't tend to make things to compete against other people. They tend to just make what they want to make. Like the vendetta and all these, the infraction, the felony, they weren't competing against anybody. They just said, we're going to make this and you're going to like it. And that was the end of the discussion.
Well, I did like the
Right.
felony because it's like that chassis is same width as everything else is 8 scale, but it's drawn out more.
Yep.
To the proper proportions.
Yeah. You're right.
Which I liked.
Sam is right. He's the Arma standards. Still has a slipper clutch. I do believe that there will be a lockout of that. I can see people coming up with like a cush drive kind of idea, like they have in the Maxes and the Traxxas X Max and stuff. I can see that same kind of idea going in. So yeah, I'm sure there'll be an improvement for that as well. It'll be interesting to see how long this chassis lasts, because this isn't the first time that they've done a 4S. They did a 4S and then they kind of eliminated the line, and now they come out with this 4S version 2, and they made an improvement on the parts that were breaking before, because ultimately the parts that were breaking before, it was really just a 3S with a 4S motor in it. That's what they really were before, which did not impress anybody. So,
but then they've improved the transmission, didn't they? Put their transmission in it.
Kind of, yeah. Yeah. Okay, so you want me to show you? I'm going to show you what else was. I told you that Max Speed was coming out with a new RTR.
MST action. I'll be back, man. I gotta attend to my dinner.
No. Anyways, so this is MST's new RTR that they're releasing, the E30RB, which is basically an old BMW style body. 194 and 197 for width, 257 mil. So it's your standard drift chassis. It is on, looks like it's going to be coming on our RMX 2.0 chassis or an FXX. And it's the Pandem Rocket Bunny authorized. So I see they have a clear, a dark blue, and a gray. So you'll be able to paint it whatever color you want, or you can get it in this gray or this dark blue. So that's a new release from them. At the pace that they put out cars on the RMX chassis, you probably see this one actually hit shelves at the end of the summer, I'm guessing, which is fine. It's got a little bit of a wide body kit to it, which is neat. I like it.
Ooh, ah.
Ooh, ah. See, I figured I'd scroll through these before you left, before you take off on here.
Oh, God.
So that's kind of cool.
Mercedes action in there?
BMW. Beamer. The MST. So MST's bodies are actually, a lot of their bodies are Tamiya bodies.
Really?
Yeah, they're made in the same place. They get them from they source them from the same place and just relabel them with MST. There's a lot of MST bodies that are really, but now they've also got their own bodies that they've come out with. I'm pretty sure this is a modified version of the Tamiya one, but
wide body
with the wide body on it, which is cool. I like the wide body. It looks good with the wheel, with the tires tucked in like that. Go see a slew of those, guaranteed. A whole bunch of Dems. And then let's see. I'm trying to find this other thing that I was
What's
telling you
up
about.
there? Is it just like an old chassis with a new body?
RMX 2.0.
Playing
It's
that
the
game
RMX
again.
2.0 and the RMX 2.0 and the FXX, which is basically not so popular. You don't need to make one of your RCs into a drifter, Scott. You need to go buy Jordans.
How's everything? Ready to go?
Ready to go. It's down the street from Aaron. I'm telling you, man. Do it.
By the time you try to hack something together, it's just easier just to get easier and better. Get a properly purposed RC.
Yes. Yeah.
Unless you're like me and you can't drive the gyro. It's doing things I don't want it to do. I can drive it.
You fight it. You fight it every time. It's like, why did you fight it? Stop
That's what I'm
fighting
doing.
it.
I'm doing it. I'm doing it. I'm drifting. No.
Okay, let me show you this. So you guys want to see what else is coming out? This is new from FMS. They're calling it the FCX 24. This is 124 scale action. It is basically a 124 scale version of the FMS Atlas 6x6. It's the same cab, same body.
Just chop one axle off.
They just chopped an axle off and shortened it up and put tractor style tires on it. It looks cool.
I dig the tractor style tires. I dig that.
Yeah.
Is that one spare or two spares on the back?
That's just one by the looks of it.
This is off. They took two off the back and they put it on.
This is off their crack book here, so I'm just wondering if there's any more information on it under it all. Oh yeah, there it is driving around. So they're calling it the Power Wagon. And they're driving it around on carpet. So yeah. That's not really showing very much if you drive it around on carpet. And they do have a video. They do have a video on their website of.
Is that 2-speed transmission in there? What's going on?
No, I don't think it'd be a 2-speed.
What is that? Go back and just show the gears.
Well, it's a skinny little diff. Oh, it's got portals. It's got portals. Nice. I'll get back to the gears. 1 second here.
Yeah, I gotta see that.
Look, it goes splashing through rain.
Look at that. The wheel speed on those tires looks
right.
Crazy.
That looks insane.
Yeah, what's that over there? That picture 45-second video? What's going on there?
Yeah, but if I click on that video, I'll get a copyright strike.
Oh, damn it.
Damn it. But I'm pretty damn sure, if I look at it here, so I'm going to guess that that's not a 2-speed transmission.
Or overdrive.
No, not overdrive. I bet you it's a dig.
I can dig it.
It's probably a dig.
Dig over 24 scale?
Probably. Here, let me see what it tells me offline. I'll just remove it for a second. And let me see what it tells me on this little video thingy here. Show me video. Oh, I want the sound off. Need to mute it. Now let's see. Let's see. Ooh, high strength integrated nylon frame, portal axles, 24 full ball bearings all the way around. More ball bearings. Oh, no, you're right. It is a 2-speed transmission. Yep. It's not a dig. It is a 2-speed transmission.
I saw that little clutch disc action in there.
With a rapid release body. It looks like the whole body just magnetically clips down. So that's cool. That's awesome.
So this is like the first 2-speed transmission in a 24 scale.
I think you'd be right. I think it's pretty close to being the first one. I mean, maybe a company like Capo or something might have made it. Last week they released this little dude. This was like a Jeep version of of their Atlas 6x6. Oh, not that one.
Oh, got some porn there.
Right. So this was released. This is cool. And I actually found a real life version of this exact same vehicle on another Facebook page. Same color too, which was really weird. Super weird. See if they can give me any more information. So there's the rear portal. Just wait for the picture to load here. There's the rear portal. So that'll be cool.
It's got some clearance, which I like.
You know what else I like?
Oh, me likey.
Yeah. Actual hexes.
Freaking crappy.
Not Phillips. But here's what I don't like. If you look really, really close.
I don't see it. Oh.
Dickheads! Why would you do that? Why would you put the proper hardware, good hardware, just in the axle and then still use Phillips head garbage everywhere else? Come on.
Oh,
man. Like, really?
You almost had me.
You almost had me.
You almost had me buying a 24 scale.
I'll still be bringing them in. I like those. Those are cool. Because we now have the 124 scale track as well, right?
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
So with the 124 scale track, we'll be able to crank away on all these different.
I think that's what that whole sector needs, is the proper place to run them. There's no use trying to run that thing outside. No use trying to do something in your house. The proper setup makes it more fun.
Yeah, running them outside is just not as cool as running 1/10.
Yeah, we'll go outside, get the 10 scale out. No messing around.
I don't have a problem. You want to run them outside and do them in your backyard, but I'm not going to go out of my way to take one of those things outside. Right?
No, it's just not as good, not as fun. But mini course, yeah.
Well, it's kind of, to me, they've always been a little bit more of a they've always been a little bit more of an indoor built course. So, yeah. I'm just looking here to see what other images we got information on.
I'll be right back again.
Your dinner burning?
Probably.
It's pretty much all for new information from cars and trucks and stuff. Other than the 4S, there's nothing really super cool about that. Let's see, Gord, you're here. Finish the Max 2 V2 conversion build. You want so let's do the V2 5.0 conversion. Yeah. Yeah, that's one of those things that's just going to keep on adding more and more bits. Everybody going over to the V2 is the reason why I'm putting these in my V1, because I don't want wide max. I don't like wide max. I like short, skinny, go through anywhere max. So, yeah. Your dinner almost ready or what?
It's ready.
It's ready.
I just gotta make some garlic bread now, and I'm good.
Ooh, listen to you, garlic bread.
Got one of those lasagnas.
You got a lasagna?
Yeah.
I have a lasagna that I didn't cook yet. I should go up and cook that. Oh, you guys, have you seen this The new Gens Ace battery that they came out with.
Is it mighty?
Well, they're calling it the Advanced Series Lipo Smart batteries. And that's kind of funny to me because they are they're toting it as this new technology. Like everybody, oh, there's a button on here. You push the button, it tells you how much charge your battery has. Pitbull RC did that on their batteries a year ago, or more than a year ago. I think it was like beginning of COVID. They were doing that on batteries. Nobody seemed to care.
I still don't care.
You still don't care.
I still don't care because I charge my battery, I use it, it runs down, and then I put it in storage mode. Storage charge it. Maintain your batteries.
Well, there you go. Traxxas has released a whole bunch of new aluminum links for the Bandits and Drag Slashes and such. Dum, dum, dum. Of course, everybody knows about the TRX-6 now, the flatbed version.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I kind of want it.
I do, but I don't want it for that price.
I kind of want it. It's cool.
Let's see.
I think I want to make the bed either into like a bed truck. See if there's a possibility of putting like a double front end in it. Just like a real bed truck.
Extend it, bed truck?
Yeah.
Big bad bed truck?
Big bad bed truck. Put a roller on the back, roller deck on it. Get like a bunch of trucks on the back of it over the roller. Just drag it on there. Put poles on it. Do the pull truck action on it. Yeah.
I could totally see that. I could totally see that.
Number 1, number 2 winches going. Number 1, number 2.
I'm trying to find this Gens Ace battery that they're bragging about here. Find a picture of it so you guys can see it's not. I don't see it.
The discharge to storage feature is kind of cool, somebody says. Samba go.
Yeah, but that's the same thing that Spectrum's doing with their batteries.
Yeah.
Right? Let me see. Let me see if I can find the information. Well, I can find I know where I can find the information, but we'll just look at it on Big Squid here and I'll show you. Show you a picture from Big Squid. I know they've got it. I'm just super slow at finding it. Mm-hmm. Oh, God, there's that ugly freaking RC four-wheel drive again. Ugh.
Good times.
Ugliest truck ever made. Ever.
The only thing bad about it, I think, is being RC four-wheel drive.
No, that truck's ugly. Even if it wasn't RC four-wheel drive, it's still ugly. Like ugly as sin ugly. It's so ugly.
It's so ugly. You put it in the box in there. You have visitors?
Yep. It's so ugly, but I can't believe that they're selling it as an RTR.
Which it's so ugly. You take a day off work when no one else is around to run it.
I mean, Kate, I'll show you the picture from Big Squid on this one too.
I dare you.
I talked about it last week, but that is so ugly. That is hideous.
It's so unique.
No, that is ugly.
Look at that.
Ugly,
thing.
ugly. Ugly. Blech.
It was like the time when they wanted to go like a bigger cab on something, but they couldn't do something with the front end, so they kind of just made it still like 1940s fenders on it.
The body's Velcroed on the sides here. Big Velcro plates here and here.
Yeah, but you're not going to actually run that thing. You know
Single
that.
speed tranny.
You know this. Like, this thing here is meant just to go on a shelf.
Well, why would you waste your money on it? Because that is just bleh, ugly.
Toyota.
Fugly. Super fugly.
Unique.
No, fugly.
Unique. See, you just gotta spin things the right way.
There's no spinning that.
Yeah.
It's just fugly.
It's so unique that no one else will copy that body.
That is 100% true.
How else do you make people so they don't copy your bodies? I remember, when was this? This was probably 3-4 years ago for the onward bodies.
Yeah.
Somebody was just taking the bodies, making a mold from that body, and making their own bodies, and then selling them for, the proper price.
Well, they're still doing that. Team C does that all the time. Team C does that with so many of their bodies. It's crazy. And a lot of them, like any of the bodies that used to be made by HPI before they went bankrupt.
Yeah.
Most of those bodies you can find from Team C now.
Somebody's making them. That's one thing I do miss about HPI. They made some nice scale bodies.
Oh, they made really nice bodies. Like I can remember ordering their bodies and going, yeah, those will move for sure. Like everybody's
And the
gonna like
decal kits
those.
that come in there, the nice decal kits in there.
Yeah.
Nice R34.
They had some bodies that they just knocked it out of the park, and you're like, wow, that is nice.
Yeah, I liked how they had like the bodies that were modeled after a real race car.
Yeah.
And the decals to go with it. So if you like that from playing, like Gran Turismo, which I did, and you want to race that car, there you go.
Yeah. So yeah, here it is. Gens Ace announces Advanced Series batteries. 4.35 volts maximum per cell, LED power indicator, overcharge cutoff, self-storage mode, same thing as the smart chips do, as the smart batteries do. Hard case, 8 gauge output wires, 100C discharge rate, 3S, 4S, 6X. Yeah. And then I'll show you the picture of what they look like. They look like that. This is the 6800. So on the end, you can't even really see it, but this piece here, this plastic piece that's on the end,
yeah,
on the very end of it, there's a round dial, and it's got 4 LEDs in it. And you push it, it doesn't tell you an exact amount of charge. It tells you in quarters.
Oh yeah,
how much charge is on it.
Kind of like the old Duracell batteries when you push really, 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 really hard on the side thing. It goes.
Yep. So I'll show you, Kate. This is that, and everybody's like,
technology.
This is great technology. This is so awesome. Blah blah blah.
And then,
so you're right. It is better than it was with the like Spectrum smart batteries don't show you their charge. You have to plug in a reader.
Yeah,
but
that technology just I just don't like it, because how do I control what it does?
What? The smart
starts discharging on you. It starts malfunctioning, discharging on you, when all you gotta do is properly care for your batteries.
Yeah, but you can set that all in.
Who's gonna do that?
Well, I did it on mine. I'm gonna find these guys here, because these guys made this before and nobody seemed to care, and now all of a sudden Jace is making this, and it's like, oh my god, this is the great idea. Where the hell is it now?
Yeah, I just think that people just need to understand how to care for things, but I guess that's not going to happen. So,
no, what are you talking about? You're crazy. You and your crazy talk.
Batteries. Because the other thing that it does not do for you is if that battery, if you leave it on the shelf for, a couple months, don't
It
use
doesn't
it,
charge up.
it doesn't charge it back up. It doesn't maintain that storage mode. So then people are like, oh, my battery died and it's supposed to be smart.
So, okay, here, I'll show you here. This is off of a main site. So this is the old.
I think Tim's right. I don't need fancy features.
No.
I
This
just
is
need
the old.
something, no gyros, no fancy storage mode, automatic batteries.
This is the Pitbull one that they've been out forever now. And this was the indicator they had on the end of theirs. A really simple indicator that was just wired in. It's a soft cell pack. You push the button here and low 30%, 60%, or 100%. Basically the same thing that this other one tells you in a round dial with this big plastic end piece on the end.
I see one
This
problem with
battery,
this.
what?
So my friend Tim has like big fingers. Let's see him on here. And you probably take, a nice sharp angled screwdriver like this guy here.
And stab it in there?
And go to put it on there and then slip it and go boom! Lipo battery's on fire, smoke's billowing. Fucking battery.
Yeah. Yep. You're probably right. I personally don't care. Like when I grab a battery, I have in my radio transmitter kit. I usually have my meter with me. Plug it in. Battery's good. Let's use it. Driving around, it stops working. Battery's dead. Okay, we're good. Put that on the charger next, or put it in storage, or whatever's got to be done next.
Yeah.
Super simple, right?
Yeah, I don't know.
But Pitbull's Pure Gold battery has been around for a while now. So this is not new technology. So they can stop patting themselves on the back like they just invented something new. Because they didn't. They didn't invent anything new. Tim's going to try it now. Tim's going to go try it. Pop a battery. Let me see here. I'm just going to see. It says on here, these were released in July of 2021.
Yeah,
So,
but that's COVID. No one noticed, right?
Yeah, nothing happened during COVID. What are you talking about?
COVID.
What are you talking about? Yeah.
So tomorrow night,
that's
action. What's happening?
Well, like I was saying, I think I'm pretty damn sure that we're going to be doing U4 rock bouncing at Wayne's house. But like I told you, although there's other people on here now that weren't on here earlier, Wayne told me today he wasn't feeling so hot, so he might not want to have anybody over there doing rock bouncing.
Yeah, but I will. Stay inside. I'm just saying he can stay inside, look from the window, and we'll just drive right in front of him. Like it's off to the side of his house. It's away from his house. His wife won't even notice we're there.
You could sit there and I want to play with my RC friends.
Hey, RC friends.
My RC friends. Where are my RC friends? I can see that happening, actually.
Yeah, I think we should still do it at his house.
Okay, well, I'll ask him in the morning, see what he says.
Yeah.
As of the last time I talked to him, he was okay with doing it, and we were doing it on Thursday night, tomorrow night, at Wayne's place, on the U4 course, or on the rock bouncing course, which we're going to do probably 2 more nights of it, because when I talked to him last, he asked how many more times we want to do it for rock bouncing before we switch over to on-road racing. And I said to him, well, we've been rained out a bunch of times, so maybe we should do like 1 or 2 more times and actually get a series in. Same with the drag racing. That's why I haven't really switched over to monster truck yet. Well, most guys aren't really ready for monster truck anyways, but we haven't really set up the monster truck thing yet because we haven't hardly gotten any drag racing in. So it feels like we should get some drag racing in first before we go crazy with monster trucks. Next year we start with monster trucks.
I think so.
Because monster trucks can run in the rain. Right?
Run the dragsters all hot nights.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But since the monster truck idea is fairly new and fairly fresh, I was talking to Corey on the weekend, Corey Roderick.
Yeah.
So they're doing the Drift Wars thing in Kelowna. I think it's one Sunday every month. I'm not sure, 1 or 2 Sundays every month. I can't remember now. Anyways, this last one, I do believe they were trying to set up their own monster truck course because they don't use the whole gym that they rent. They only use one part of it.
Oh yeah.
So they were going to do some monster truck racing in there. I don't know if anything happened. I didn't hear anything about it. I don't know if it's happening this weekend. I'm kind of lost on all of it. So, but they're talking about starting some monster truck stuff there, but that's way down in West Kelowna. So,
yeah.
And it'll be inside, which I'm not a big fan of.
Monster trucks should be outside. Lots of room to move.
Everybody has monster trucks, Tim. Just you're the only ones that have the fancy LMTs. Actually, there's a guy who has a whole bunch of SMTs. He was in the store on the weekend. And I'm going to use my Max. I'm just going to run it on a 3S battery.
I was going to put big monster tires on my 2-wheel drive buggy.
Yep.
It does it all.
Wayne's going to convert over his, I think Wayne was talking about converting over his Rift.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
And running bigger wheels on that to see how it works, which might be cool.
I think that'd be cool.
Yep. Yep. So, and then anybody that wants to run, like if you have a 4-wheel drive Stampede, that works. If you have a Haas, that works. If you have a 2-wheel drive Stampede, that works. Whatever you want to work, because we're only going to be doing jumps and some little flip ramps and stuff like that. And it'll be whoever can win. I mean, limits are pretty simple.
Yeah, pretty simple to start with. We'll get more serious as a.
Yeah, we'll actually make some serious classes when we actually get a serious turnout.
Yeah.
Not 3 guys. Right?
All right, man. I think it's dinner time.
You got to go eat dinner. I got to go eat dinner. Tim's got to go eat dinner because he just got here. Monster truck will kill a floor. Yes, I agree. I think a monster truck would kill a floor. And I'm not exactly sure where they're renting. It's a gymnasium, but he says concrete floor. But I don't know. I don't know if the people that they're renting it from would like you to be jumping trucks on their floor and bringing them down and chipping the concrete. And I don't know.
I don't know.
I'm probably going to stick with outside. Stick with outside. We'll find a dirt parking lot somewhere and rip it up. Or grassy field even.
Grassy field, even a concrete.
Well, concrete's pretty rough on bad landings.
Yeah, just have the ramps for landing. Ramp goes up, you land on the ramp like you're supposed to.
That's the other reason we haven't done the monster truck stuff yet, because I've only got 1 ramp built so far.
Okay, well, we need like several. We need
ramps, we need like
landings.
10. We need like 10. Because you need 2 of everything. For 2 courses, right?
Yeah, you do.
And then I was talking to a guy, and I was talking to a guy online a little while ago, and what he did was he was taking cars and spraying them with Pam inside them or something like that, and then putting spray foam inside them.
Yeah.
And then that would harden, and then he'd paint that body, and then they had like crushed cars.
Yeah.
And then he just kept on doing that and reusing them, and as they got crushed during the racing, whatever.
Yeah, just use that for mold.
Yeah.
Pam for mold release.
That's pretty much what he used.
Yeah.
So be interesting to see. We'll try it out. I'll get to it. My next step, I had to get the drift course done. Still got to finish the drift course. And of course, my kids are out of school now, so now I got help.
I got help.
Well, Maddox will build that stuff. He's interested in that kind of thing. So
cool.
The rest of them, not so much.
Not so much.
Now, if I did them pink and purple, I might be going to Micaiah to help. She'd be interested. Because if it's pink and purple, she's all over it. Right? Like I could probably get her driving a drifter if it was pink or purple. She would love it if it was pink or purple. So, Anyways, we're gonna call her. So it's been an hour 20, and Aaron's starving. Look at the poor guy's withering away. And tomorrow I'll try and sneak out there and check out that dumpster you were talking about with the scrap wood. So maybe I'll come in tomorrow with a vehicle that has some room in it.
It's key.
It's kind of a needed thing. So, yeah. Okay, guys, we're going to call our night. And thanks for tuning in. We will talk to you next week. And I will put some cooler drifting videos up later. Come on into the store and check out the drift track and tell your friends to like, share, subscribe, ring the bell, click the notification thing so that you guys know when I'm doing a live stream, because I'm kind of erratic on the timing right now. So make sure your notifications turn on so you know when we're doing a stream, because I'm not really too good at a schedule right now. So, ooh, a 1/5 scale gas monster truck.
All right, guys.
Have a good one. We'll talk to you later, Samba. Buck, thanks for tuning in. Scott. Tim. I don't see Gord on here.
Gord. Yeah, Gord's on there.
Somewhere. I'm just trying to get everybody. Samba. Yeah, that's pretty much everybody. Not that many people today. But have a good one. We'll talk to you tomorrow. All right. And Scott, bring your cash so we can get you a drifter. Okay, bye.